What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another Motorfest video. So in this one, I actually wanted to revisit a few things. So obviously this game is going to be a huge step in the right direction from the Crew 2. I mean, for one, we actually have two separate street classes, so luckily you're not going to see a Chevrolet 3100 versus a Lamborghini Huracan. Can you imagine? That would be a hilarious matchup at a track, but for this, guys, I'm basically going over a few quality of life improvements I really do think this game actually does need, and I may end up doing like a part 2 to this, but now for the first feature, guys, I have to admit I most likely did mention this in many videos in the past, but I really do feel like this honestly does need to be addressed. So obviously I did get my first gold part for this car here. It would honestly be insanely nice to actually delete every single unwanted part now without actually having to delete each part basically one by one. That honestly does take a while, so if you guys were farming a lot of races, you would obviously have to sit around and or delete each part one by one. So maybe you can actually do like a select multiple thing, and that way you can grab each part and or get rid of them much faster. So I really do feel like this would be so dang helpful with getting rid of parts faster, and that way you wouldn't actually have to sit here deleting each one, which I really do think a lot of players aren't the biggest fan of. Now the next feature I did want to go over is going to come down to like the AI and or like the ghost drivers around the map. So I would probably say basically every player has went around a corner and or most likely encountered one of them and went, oh my, oh, I went through them. So yeah, they're most likely going to be ghosts when you get nearby, but I have to admit it, guys, I can definitely see how some of this can be a bit frustrating. Now, there's a few ways they can obviously do this. I do know they added like these AI drivers to make the map feel live and kind of give you like a racing type of vibe on the island, but I would like to know, by the way, guys, what is a way they can actually make this system a bit better with how the AI are? So I know I'm not the only one that actually drives around and basically thinks I'm going to run into them every single time, and I really do feel like depending on where you are, you can easily crash doing so, but I also do understand at the same time they obviously have to be a ghost when you get nearby, and then if you see them like farther away, they're obviously going to be a racer, but now, I have been trying to figure out a way you can actually fix this. Now, I did see someone mention to maybe make the AI like actually visible, so when you do see them when racing around, you actually have to dodge them. But at the same time, guys, I feel like depending on where the racers actually are, this could also be a problem. And then, of course, if you were racing in certain areas with them being a ghost, you obviously can't see them afterwards. So, and one thing I also noticed, guys, sometimes you can't even see the actual like AI like pedestrians around the map because of the ghosts of the AI. So this is also going to be a mild problem, but I really do want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and what is a way they can actually fix this and or like improve the overall like AI drivers. And I really do feel like it's definitely going to be a big topic because I mean, let's be honest, if they did actually have the AI spawning completely, that way you do see them, you would most likely run into them anyway, so that is probably not going to be like the best way to fix it. But on the other side of that though, guys, if they actually left the AI how they are now, you can still run into like other pedestrians with it. But I have to admit one thing, I actually do like the way the AI are around the map right now. Like, it doesn't really bother me, and it really does give you like an aspect of like other racers around the map. But for me, guys, I would probably say one of the biggest ways to fix this is to most likely have an option to disable all of the AI, at least for you and or like only you for that matter. So from what I have seen, I haven't noticed an actual way to like turn them off, or click maybe a different ghost that's like lower leveled or something like that, and that way you probably wouldn't see them, because I have noticed sometimes they do tend to get in the way, and I feel like a lot of people are most likely not going to be the biggest fan of this. But an easy solution to this, guys, at least for the skills, is to most likely turn them off and or have an option not to have a ghost at all. So I would like to see something like that in the future, which I would say most likely will happen. This game's only been out for around a week or so, and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and or a way they could actually fix this and or improve it. I would probably say the best way is to most likely have it disabled for that one person, but I guess only time is going to tell, guys, and as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insight.